Uh-oh. Marcus died of deep crimson. A few minutes left until death closes it. What? Wait, whoa, 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 we're gonna die now? My thoughts blur together suddenly. What happens to a mark bearer right before dawn? I've seen it many times. Is that what's happening to me now? Lord Yashiki, wait for me. I'll kill. I can hear Mary stand up over by the sofa. At this rate, the rabbit's fate will be mine too. I have to run away. Check within the red in my room. Something whispers in my ear. That's right, that voice. But what does my room mean? Focus. Who does that voice belong to? Yasuoka. She said, it was someone who loved me. Oh! Uh-oh. 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 Mary's coming closer. Where should I run? My room, MK's room, Saya's room. Someone who loved me? Saya? I sprint at full speed up the stairs and fly into Saya's room. Okay. Alright. Good. Good. Much like the entrance hall, it's dark. The voice said, check within the red in my room. Is something there? But where should I look? Oh God. Desk, bed, floor. The blood? The blood on the floor? Saint Saya? Oh, hi, Rocket. How you doing? My God. Saya Kujo's blood stain is still on the floor. It's obviously dry by this point in time. There might be something lying on top of it. I can't be sure as it's too dark. Nothing was there the last time I was here. Picking it up, I discovered that it's a small pouch. Inside is a hard, thin object. Oh! I move over to the moonlight to see it better. Is it the... It's the thing. It's the thing. The thing. Nenji... It's a small Buddha statue. It can't be. Is this the Nenji Butsu? That's the thing. That thing. Doing good. Glad to hear it, Rocket. It seems to be stained with blood, and I get an ominous feeling from it. The impurity. It hasn't been exorcised yet. Uh-oh. I instinctively know the instant I see it. My mind is suddenly flooded with all of my memories of the Nenji Butsu, one after another. 50 years ago, the head of the Kujo family used this to steal Mary's power. He put the Nenji Butsu inside her to seal her. Then, about a month ago, someone took it out. That person was me. What? Because of that, Mary regained her powers. The Nenji Butsu in my hand looks exactly as it did back then, full of impurity. Impurity that's built up from sealing Mary's power for 50 years. To cleanse it, I left the Nenji Butsu at the uncontaminated H Shrine. It would take time to exorcise all of the impurity. It's already July. The summer purification rite is over. So why is it still impure? The object the rabbit had in its mouth. It could have been carrying the pouch, then instead of the master key. Then the Nenji Butsu was taken away from H Shrine before the beginning of July. Maybe the rabbit saw Mary by the shrine and was scared that she would find it. So it had no choice but to steal it away. Huh. The door to the adjacent room opens. Uh-oh. Mary must be looking for me. But she can sense the presence of mark bearers. What's going on? Wait. Is it possible that Saya's blood is protecting me? Bring it to where I met my end. The voice whispers in my ear again. If this isn't where the voice's owner died, they must have met their end elsewhere. There's only one other place. Where? While Mary's in the room next door, I sprint down to the entrance hall. I make a beeline to Mary's sofa and the spot where the rabbit died. The voice that spoke to me and helped me every time a spirit was closing in. If Saya was working through anything, it must have been that rabbit. Sensing something, I look down at my hand. The Nenji Butsu's impurity is gone. Is this what you've been telling me, Saya? I speak to the departed woman who's guided me as I struggled without memories. So I guess we were in a relationship with Saya. Put the Nenji Butsu, the source of the doll's curse. Press it to the black mark. What? Then the whispers stop. The floorboards creak ominously. I raise my head to the staircase, rising into the darkness before me. Mary? Hi, Mary. The dark figure stands on the landing. I found you. Hi, Mary. Oh! The mark scorches me. My head goes blank. Mary's coming closer. My body won't listen to me. We got problems. Oh, boy. Lord Yashiki. Mary closes her hands around my neck. She's trying to kill me. Are we dead? Are we dead? Huh? I squeeze the Nenji Butsu and the fog that's impeding my thoughts lifts. It's still a struggle to think. I should be able to move my arm now. Put the Nenji Butsu on the source of the curse. I only have one chance. Where should I stick the Nenji Butsu? Oh hey, looking just as cute as every Mary. Oh, okay. I mean, fair, Rocket. Right arm. She has the mark, like she has a mark on her right arm that matches the mark. I managed to drag my impossibly heavy arm and stick the Nenji Butsu on Mary's right arm. Right there. See it? She's hiding it. But I'm sure that's where the black mark was. Aha! Gotcha, bitch. Marks bloom on Mary one after another. Oh! They're all the color of blood. It's like they're the curses of those she killed. Oh. Never mind, she's screaming. We're good. Why can't haunted dolls be DTF and not murderous? DTF? What's DTF? 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 DTF. I don't know what DTF is. Mary shatters into dust. Alright. Did I really do it? I don't know. I hesitantly look down at my right arm. The mark is gone. Okay, I did it. I finally did it. Down to oh. Oh, okay, Rocket. I'm sorry. All right. Oh my god. Okay, fair enough, Rocket. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right, fine. Oh boy. I have to say it out loud to convince myself. A victory at the expense of Saya's life. I can't claim it's completely over, but there's no harm being relieved for now. Yay, our mark is gone. I mean, that's fair. We can be relieved for now. Oh my god, my head. Ah. The fog clouding my head clears away. My memories slowly return to me. I look around the dimly lit hall again. I know this mansion well. Because I'm... The clock on the second floor begins chiming wildly like it did 10 days ago. When I make my way to it, it stops. Almost as if it has a will of its own. That's right, this grandfather clock. I think a skilled ancestor of the Kujo family crafted it. That one chisel may have been used to make it. That's right, inside this clock. I open the door and stick my hand inside. I'm sorry, what? My fingers brush something hard. Out of everyone, why are you the one surprised I'd say something like that? I'm just surprised in general by stuff like that, Rocket. Don't worry about it. Taking it out, I realize it's a voice recorder. I press the play button. This on? Oh. This on? This is Masamune Kujo. It's a man's voice. A voice I know all too well. It's my voice. Oh. So we're Masamune Kujo. So Saya was our sister? Okay, so not our... So it's a familial love, not a lover love. Okay. Gotcha. I decided to leave this record behind in case something should happen. That doll may dispose of any files or documents. I'm banking on her overlooking a piece of technology. As I listen, I start to remember recording this. So is there like a good Mary and not an evil one? No, unfortunately, Rocket, no. Now we know their real name. Yeah. As I listen, I start to remember recording this. I'd done it right before I received the mark from Mary. Now, where should I begin? It started 5 years ago. God damn it, it did it again. It started 5 years ago, 2 years after I became Kujo family head. My sister Saya and I found the doll in a wood box while sorting the warehouse. The moment I broke the seal and saw her, I could sense something sinister. But it took a while longer to fully understand what she truly is. If only there had been records. But great-grandfather who sealed her didn't leave any before his early death. Damn, I was hoping Mary was like a human cursed to be a doll and not a ghost trying to kill you. No. She was created, I think. But yeah, I don't quite know what she is. I guess we're getting an explanation here now. Because of that, his descendants weren't told about the doll. Alright. I managed to learn the doll had been loaned to an army lab during the war. A strange old man who lived in an underground shelter told me. Then I went overseas to try to get more information on the doll. Oh? but I got into an accident while away and was presumed missing. So Saya became the new family head. I wasn't able to contact her until after she had inherited the title. Oh! It wasn't something worth contesting. So I explained everything and had her keep up the facade that I was missing. Public records still stated Masamune Kujo was very much alive, of course. I couldn't have used my passport or license otherwise. I'm off topic, sorry. I only just returned to the country last week. Other psychics abroad all agreed it would be bad to leave the doll be. A Nenjibutsu inside the doll still suppressed its cursed power, but I realized that it was almost at its limit. If I left it alone, it would crumble. Then it'd be impossible to suppress the cursed power of the doll. That was worst case scenario. But what was to be done? The answer I came up with was to remove the Nenjibutsu from the doll temporarily. Its impurity would be cleansed after a month stored in a pure area. And then I'll place it back in the doll. If I succeed, the doll's power will be sealed for a few more decades. But the problem is that 1 month. I have no idea what kind of curse will be released when the doll's unsealed. I'll do what I can to prevent disasters. But my power can't compare to the Nenjibutsu. I can't guarantee anything. There may be victims again, like the tragedy 50 years ago. But this is a necessary evil. It must be done in order to prevent even more people from falling victim. Why couldn't Mary be a cool ghost that only eats a few neighbors or orphans a year? Oh my god, Rocket. Oh my god, Rocket. After this, I'll disassemble the doll and remove the Nenjibutsu. I pray everything goes according to plan, and the worst of evils is avoided. I hope this record isn't needed. But if the one listening to this has a loved one who's fallen victim to the curse, then I'm very sorry. The recording ends there. So we finished the game? Damn it. I clench my fists so hard my nails dig into my palms. Yes, the voice on the tape was mine, but I'm furious with it. I don't know that person at all. The mark has claimed so many victims over the past month. I even lost my little sister, Saya. Was she just another inevitable victim that the voice spoke of? If you make a human-sized doll that's animated, you can't tell me that it was just for fun. I mean, I don't know why it was made, so you know. I can't forgive him, or it had to be done. I mean, what do you do in this situation? Like, okay, I don't want to rationalize, but what do you do? It was either like, let the Nenjibutsu kind of break and then just see what happens, or try and do this and at least try and prevent anything worse from happening. I can't forgive him, or it had to be done. I feel like they didn't have a choice, or at least they didn't have a better option. They had to do something to try and stop this, to try and keep it from happening. And this was the only thing they could do. I say it had to be done. Yeah. It had to be done. I'm Kazuo Yoshiki, but I'm also Masamune Kujo. I understand why he felt as if he had to do that. It was his fate. The Kujo family are forever linked to that cursed doll. I see. Okay. Chapter 5, Cannon Soldier. End. Alright. Whoa. God damn it, stop doing that. 2 months have passed. The occasional cool breeze signals that summer is almost over. I've spent my time putting the case of the mark to rest as best as I can. I put Saya to rest by burying the rabbit and contacted the surviving mark bearers. Putting the Buddha statues in places of honor was also one of those tasks. They weren't connected to the mark after all, but I couldn't just leave them there. Plus, there was no way Christie'd keep quiet about the statues. So, with her guidance, and Yasuoka, Daimon, and Banshee's help, I carried the broken statues out of the shelter and returned them to H Shrine. Okay. By now, my memory has completely returned. Things didn't quite go as originally planned, but at least the danger has passed. I don't think my decision as Masamune Kujo was wrong, but at times, waves of powerlessness and despondency overwhelm me. When I think of the victims of the mark, and of Saya in particular, my chest hurts. I want to do something for them as the new head of the Kujo family. The part I'm mad at is in these games you can't have a ghost that just wanted... You can't have a ghost that just wanted to kill other ghosts because one killed them. Every ghost is just out for human blood. I mean, fair? I mean... So, okay. Here's the thing. Most of the ghosts that we've dealt with in this game were not killed by other ghosts. Not in these situations. These ghosts died tragically, and basically were influenced by a negative power, and that's why they became spirits. So they didn't become spirits that killed people because of another spirit that killed them. They died of just tragic circumstances, and then Mary, her power, like her spiritual strength, kind of brought them into being, essentially, through their own, tragedy and hatred and etc., etc. Because they all had tragic things happen to them in their lives. About the memories I've regained. I became the Kujo family head 7 years ago. I'll admit, I was a bit of a recluse. I left the public appearances to Saya, preferring to stay out of the spotlight. You've seen how these ghosts kill? Don't you think at least one would cause another ghost? I mean, maybe. I'm not saying it's not possible, I'm just saying that the game doesn't really focus on that. That's not the situation with the game itself, at least. I could definitely see what you mean, though, Rocket. The only photos of me are from small local newspapers. I uncovered Mary by accident in the family's warehouse 5 years ago. It was a discovery that changed my life. I traveled extensively abroad in order to learn more about Mary. In one country, I got into an accident and fell into a coma for half a year. Oh! Even worse, that country proceeded to treat me as an unidentified traveler. I don't know if that was merely my terrible luck, or if Mary's curse had something to do with it. When I was finally able to contact home, Saya had already become the new head. The rest was as the tape said. Okay. I had no idea that Mary's power was far greater than I had imagined. All of my efforts to suppress her power were completely useless. My memories unraveled faster than I thought. How did Mary come to be in the first place? One theory says a doll maker in the 19th century used magic to create her. Another says a spirit of a young girl who died prematurely took up residence in a doll. In the end, it's still a mystery. No one knows what happened to create a doll like that. We only know that each of Mary's owners died tragic deaths. Shortly after the turn of the 20th century, she came to be owned by the head of the Cujos. He either didn't know of the curse or simply didn't believe it. Disasters began befalling the family. Mary gained enough power to become sentient and produce spirits. Then the tragedy in the shelter happened. The seething grudges of the experiment's victims and the Buddha statues. They may have triggered her awakening. And I'm gonna just... Whatever Mary's true identity is, the fact remains she altered many people's fates. Mine and the mark bearers included. Speaking of, an update on the surviving mark bearers. Oh. Alright. Moe Watanabe became a part-time writer for her favorite magazine, Oop Parts Monthly. She sometimes comes to Kujo Mansion to interview me about spirits and ghosts. Alright, good. Tsukasa Yoshida is studying every day for the middle school exams next year. He bragged in his letter to me about how well he did in the national mock tests. Satoru Mashita bought me a drink like he promised. Seems he's thinking about becoming a private detective. He actually asked me if I wanted to join him. Was he serious? I don't know for sure. Like, just imagine one pair of curse victims where you have to determine which ghost to take care of while both are gunning to you. I mean, that's fair. I get what you mean, Rocket. That's an interesting concept, I'll say that. Now, I will say, connected to this game, there are two other games. Spirit Hunter NG, and there is a Spirit Hunter Deathmark 2. I'm not sure if Deathmark 2 has come out yet, but it's supposed to release this year in North America, I think. I already own Spirit Hunter NG, though. I haven't played it yet. Shu Nagashima is picking fights, riding his bike, and doing whatever he wants, as usual. But recently, out of the blue, I heard he's joined his neighborhood's baseball team. Huh. Yeah, there's a NG. I never heard of 2, though. Okay. Christy Arimura has started writing an essay exposing all of her past affairs. She's trying to get back into the industry. Alright. Suzu Morimiya was able to see her father. Lately, she's started asking me for advice about how to get her parents to reconcile. I have no idea if I helped at all, but she says that they sometimes have meals together now. Oh god. Eita Nakamatsu has gone back to surfing the BBS every day, as usual. But what's new is he's been stopping by the city employment center. I guess he wants to get a steady job and be a role model for Suzu. Best of luck to him. A day doesn't go by that I don't see Ai Kashiwagi on TV as part of Love and Hero. She sent a ticket like she promised, but I need to drum up some courage to go to a concert for teens. Alone. At my age. Fair. Very fair. Tawako Yasuoka is still working as a fortune teller in Ginza. Apparently she believes I have spiritual powers or something. She keeps sending customers with spirit problems to the mansion. I wish she'd stop. Madoka Hiru spends her days working as a researcher while also visiting the shelter. Her and Banshee squabble a lot, but I wish she'd stop complaining to me about it. Shuji Diamond seems to be doing better now, like a weight's been lifted off his chest. He's in the process of convincing officials to publicize the shelter and build a memorial for it. Oh, alright. Banshee Itu has returned to his beloved underground shelter. He stops by the mansion sometimes, filling the place with his scent. Of course, he comes to beg me for food. I mean, fair. So, everyone survived. Nice. We got them all. Now then. I finish my break and return to the workbench in the corner of the room. I'm sorry, what? Over the past 2 months, Mary has managed to repair herself. This seems bad. Her power hasn't completely come back yet, but she's still extremely frightening. The Nenjibutsu alone won't be enough to continue sealing her powers in the years to come. I must prepare extra spiritual measures. It's taken a long time to get those ready, but today I've finally finished. Oh? Once everything is complete, I replace the Nenjibutsu inside Mary. Finally, it's over. What? I pick Mary up and put her in a wood box. 5 years. This all started when I opened the lid of this box. Mary stares up at me from the depths of the box. I have no idea if she's aware of what's happening right now. But there's no doubt she'll regain her powers when the Nenjibutsu wears out decades from now. I'm determined to find a way to destroy this cursed doll before that happens. Until that day, you need to stay asleep, Mary. Death mark, end. Yeah, see the end there behind me. Well, alright then. God damn. I think we did well. Credits, nice. Hot damn. Well, we did it. From a storytelling perspective, it doesn't make sense if the threat only scaled towards the main character, like at this point. Hell, I'd be happy with the sister gunning after Mary and then Mary convincing you, the player, that the sister's ghost is the bad one. Yay! Well, Rocket, like, as far as I can tell, at least from a storytelling perspective, I mean, I don't quite know what to really say, but at least from the way the story played out, it sounds like, from what Mary said, like, I don't know, you were here for most of it, I think. From what Mary said, basically, part of the curse of the mark makes us lose our memories. Hence why we didn't remember who we were. And because of that, Mary was able to influence us to, like, she was essentially playing with her food, so to speak. She was playing with us the whole time. She just wanted to make us as fearful and as in despair as possible before finally killing us. So you could call it a, what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word? Not pride. Yeah, no, Mary was playing with you, and I think that's cool. Okay. It's not a pride thing. It's a, what's it called when you underestimate someone? That whole twist still has me shocked. Oh, okay, Sophie. What's it called when you underestimate someone to the point of it backfiring on you. I can't remember the term. Mary would be W wolf in the wolf would be wolf in sheep's clothes. Yeah, yeah, that's fair. Um, uh, I don't want to just say she underestimated us. Hubris, her own hubris. That's what it is. She was a victim of her own hubris. Haha. She thought she was in control. She thought there was no way we could do anything. But we did it. Haha, haha, haha. Okay. Hang on. The gallery has been added to the title screen. You are able to view the game illustrations. Oh, great. Those lovely, lovely illustrations. Saving. Please do not turn off the power. Okay.